past several decades of his life advocating for orcas. He's passionately fought for Lolita, who remains imprisoned in Miami, and he's a co-founder of the Orca Network, direct from Whidbey Island, and he's Garrett.
Hi everybody, I'll just hold on to my sign here just in case anybody's taking any photos. Thanks everybody for being here. I just want to give you a sense of your power. We are it. We writ large. We globally. All of us who are standing up, speaking up, raising awareness, showing respect and empathy for all whales and dolphins, understanding them, telling people, and then it's obvious they should not be in tanks. The tanks need to be emptied, they need to revise their business models, and we've spelled out how to do it. We're the most highly unpaid consultants in the marine park industry because we have great ideas for how they could change their business model, evolve to very exciting kind of digital virtual reality displays, not displays, experiences of actually feeling in among whales and dolphins in their natural habitats. It could be done to be so educational and so thrilling, they'd actually begin to get more money at the game. But, you know, they're stuck in their ways, so they just won't do that without a whole lot of pressure, and that's where we come in and we're doing it. All of empty the tanks in so many places around the world, and the whole build-up, the demonstrations every week in Miami, the legislators, the lawmakers are learning, they're getting it. You may know in France just about 2 weeks ago, new regulations were passed that not only say no more captive breeding, no more exporting or importing of whales or dolphins, they also say those tanks have to be a lot bigger. You know what that does? What it did in the UK in the early 90s, when the same kind of regulation said, okay, yeah, you can keep them, but you got to rebuild the tanks and make them a whole lot bigger. That puts them out of business. They cannot do that. That means that the whales and dolphins in captivity in France, that includes marine land in France, which has now 4 surviving orcas and a lot of other marine mammals, will not be able to continue in business. It's just going to come down, and the beauty of that is that that particular park in France is owned by a company based in Madrid called Parcos Reunidos, which in turn owns Palace Entertainment in the U.S., which owns the Seaquarium. So they are getting our message loud and clear. And I also want to bring up a personal hero of mine. I would say it should be our next president, is Representative Adam Schiff on the Congressional Investigative Committee that also, unbeknownst to almost anybody in the news, has sponsored and is working on passing a very similar bill in the U.S. No more better conditions, more oversight, revise the whole regulatory scheme so that it can't be done that way, because it obviously kills whales and dolphins to put them in captivity. So we're making headway. We are making changes. And it's slow. The wheels of justice grind so agonizingly slow. It's just painful to have to wait and wait and wait. And to give you an update on Lolita, I wish I had breaking news. But it's just kind of on the actual legal front and on what is being done there on the scene from her point of view. Having to continue every day and every night in that 85 by 35 foot tank. Nobody there all night long, hardly there at all in the day. She's just by herself with some white-sided dolphins that harass her all the time, bite her. I don't know how she survived, but her situation from her point of view is basically unchanged. Her lawyers are working double time. They're doing everything they possibly can, but with the incredible power of the marine park industry going back 20, 30, 40, 50 years, they have built the relationships with government, with the regulatory agencies, with the court system, with the whole sort of, tourist and economic-oriented society, so that they have cooperation. So cases, even though they're based on law, they are solid cases to prosecute or to challenge the USDA for the multiple violations of the Animal Welfare Act. The tank is too small. She is so low, the most social mammal known to science, and she's been alone in that tank since 1980. And she has no protection in the midday Miami sun. It's getting really hot in Miami. So these are clear violations. They're in the law, but the agency just ignores them. That's been taken to court. The court just dismissed. Now there's a new case, because you can't just transfer that license that they get every year. But with the new owner from about 2.5 years ago now, Palace Entertainment, it's in that law. You cannot just transfer the license without a new review of the observance of all of those regulations. They didn't do that. They just stamped another license and gave it to them. So that's been in court for a year, and literally any day now, it's overdue. They're dragging their feet every way they can, but any day now, we're looking for a ruling from the courts on that lawsuit against issuing that license. And we're also waiting for a court date on the appeal of the dismissal out of hand, totally unjustified dismissal, wouldn't even allow it in a court, of the case against the seaquarium itself for violation of the Endangered Species Act. Yay! It took a couple of years to even get her included with her family that was declared endangered in 2005. They finally got that done, and immediately turned around and sued the seaquarium for violating the Endangered Species Act, the harm and harassment. You can't throw rocks at an endangered species. And she has been kept solo in captivity in that antiquated, tiny little nose that's undersized in every way in that tank for all these years. And yet the judge just wouldn't even allow it in her court. So now we have to appeal that dismissal. So all of this just takes so long. But in the meantime, we are rising up. The whole kind of public opinion, the whole attitude, let me tell you this, we're winning in the court in public opinion. We are winning. That's a take-home message. So what you're doing here not only feels good, it's effective. We're actually doing it. We are, by every way that we're educating people, we're getting the word across. And it is spreading, because once you see it, you don't unsee it. And once you tell people and they see it, they get it. And that's what's happening in so many places. And I want to give a special shout out to the folks in Miami at the seaquarium. It is hot there. They're out there at the entrance of the seaquarium every weekend. And they're telling people, they've got a megaphone, they've got leaflets, they're telling people who are going in, who most of them probably have no exposure to this. They have no awareness. But once they see, oh, there's a different way of looking at this, that it is kills, that it's terrible, that it's captivity, that it's slavery, and that sticks in their heads. They may go in that once, but they're going to think about it. Certainly the kids are. So that's how we're making waves around the world, and we're winning. We're changing. So on the Lolita campaign, again, I don't have any heartbreaking news here, but there's a shift underway. A lot of you were at the Miracle March for Lolita, which was held in Alpine, West Seattle, as well as in Miami, in London, in Las Vegas, in California at the headquarters of Palace Entertainment, and in New Hampshire, and several other places. But in Alpine, we had a wonderful, fantastic, beautiful surprise that just came not quite out of the blue, but only by invitation in just the day or two before that event on April 1st. And that was tribal participation. This is huge. Ken Bergman, who is a direct descendant of Chief Stelzo, for which this whole town of Seattle was named, Duwamish native, was there, spoke some beautiful, eloquent words of support. Paul Geophagia Wagner, who is of the Danish lineage in British Columbia, and is an activist and poet, philosopher, speaker, flautist. He plays beautiful, beautiful flute, drums, sings with his family and friends around. They were there, said beautiful things. The entire canoe family came up in a tribal canoe, came up to the beach, performed the whole protocol, the whole thank you for letting us come on your beach to the ancestral inhabitants of that beach of Alpine. And then, of course, all of them joined in the march. So this is beautiful. This is connecting with really all English tribes. And I can't give you details, but there have been some further developments that are extremely exciting and will give us some moral support that we've never had before and take it to yet another whole new level of overall awareness and support. So things are moving, even though they don't look like it in the headlines, but we're getting there. We really are. Picking up speed. We're the majority. We're not the outliers anymore. We represent the mainstream now. So I want to thank you all for coming here. Thanks to Rachel, thanks to Ashley, thanks to Mandy, thanks to and all of your friends that helped make this happen. Thanks to Dave DJ. Thanks to you for being part of this, for helping to spread the word. And really, you're showing respect. You're showing respect and empathy for whales and dolphins. And you do it so well. And it's working. So I just want to direct you over to the table. We have a brochure on exactly how we're going to retire Lolita Tokai from Miami to a protected seaplane republic in San Juan Island, step by step how we're going to do that. And I'll be here if any of you have any questions or about that. We have a lot of other great information over there. Virtually all of it's free, but we love donations, and Mandy is really good about saying here for a donation. So please stop by the table, pick up some stuff, and again, thank you all. That I need, even the time, what it all means, it all means. drift and toss. After it all, having loved and lost. While that current within his pirate soul, closer than wherever I go. There ain't no map in this life I need. Even the pines, what it all means. What it all means. I don't need no direction, just the company of friends. And I will soar like the osprey. I will chase my dreams again. Yeah. Pirate soul, under adventure wherever I go. There ain't no map in this life I lead. Leaving behind what it all means. What it all means. It's okay to let your spirits run wild. I don't care who you are out there. The only thing that matters is that you're home here, home here. And we live right now, sing our songs day by day. All summer long, pray on the wind, learn to love again. Don't worry, my friends, this ain't the end. This is only the beginning. Sing in the rain, and dance in the sun. As you winter left. Come on, my friends, you can take my hand. Make as many memories that ring in the sand. Take my hand. And we live right now, sing a song, day by day, all summer long. With a prayer on the wind. There's no end. Don't quit, my friends. This is the end. This is only the beginning.
No, it's okay. He does it almost every day.
Time flies fast, with the cliches of dreams. 'Cause summer always seems to end unconsumed.
lessons we learned all along the way, keeping us forever maybe some days, ooh, summer days. And we live right now, sing our song day by day, all summer long. Prayer on the wind, learn to love again. Don't worry, my friends, this ain't the end. This is only the beginning. And we live right now, sing our song day by day, all summer long. With a prayer on the wind, I'll see you again. Don't worry, my friends, this ain't the end. This is only the beginning. Thank you. So we got one song left for you before we say goodbye. So this song is called Chief Joseph, Chief Self. We didn't write this one, but it speaks to a lot of things that have been talked about today. Caring for the natural world around us and respecting it. And it includes words spoken by Chief Joseph and Chief Seal. Howard mentioned one of Chief Joseph. So I figured it was a proper segue. So again, we're here to the sheriff, but thank you so much for coming out and supporting everything that's going on here, taking care of orchids and marine conservation. Every shining light and every misty wood and every sandy shore are shared by us. And now we'll fight no longer for this land. And I'm a creature of the earth, and I'm making this last stand. And I will fight no longer. You must teach your children that the soil beneath their feet are the ashes of their ancestors. In this, we believe that all things are connected, like the blood that runs through their families, the blood that runs through their families. In this, we believe, and I will fight. For this land, I'm a creature of the earth, and I'm making this last stand, and I will fight no longer for this land. You can take your pieces of paper, you can buy and barter and sell, but in the end you'll have to see what we have known so well. You can draw your lines on a map, and you can pound your stakes in the ground, but in the end you'll have to see what we have always found. And I will fight for this land. I'm a creature of the earth, and I'm making this last stand, and I will fight no longer for this land. Thank you to Ashley. Thank you to everybody here today. Thanks so much.
I almost got in to start crying. I feel sorry for poor Pete, but being put there all those years, at the time I didn't think nothing of it. I thought it was about splitting them out, but that's as far as it went. Maybe I was thinking of the easy thing. The rails today, well, I love them. I wouldn't want to see anyone catch anything. I'd like to see her going back. Let's take a chance. That's hard as Armstrong comes up next week to Joe out here, president of the CEO and CEO of SeaWorld. All we need is SeaWorld nod and it can happen. He has a fantastic opportunity to do something right after all these years of doing things that are actually quite bad for us. SeaWorld's got a real chance to do something great, wonderful, for once. I feel optimistic honestly because public perceptions have changed so much. It's going to be impossible for the cosmetic industry to continue indefinitely in the way that it has. I think what I'd like to say about Porky is that she's still alive. She's still alive, so she still has a chance. And I just think that SeaWorld should give her the chance, and she should have it. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak about it.
Artist. Wondering if there are any vegans present here today. Just a few of you? A couple vegans? Alright. To anyone who still falls in the category of not yet vegan, again, my name's Doug. I manage a store in town called Vegan Haven. It's an all-vegan, non-profit, volunteer-powered grocery store. And all our proceeds from that store go to a pig sanctuary. And pigs, as some of you might know, like dolphins, like whales, and like even some humans, are very intelligent animals. We all stand here today out of love and concern for dolphins and whales, and we literally have orcas starving to death in our backyard here. So I just want to throw it out there. One really easy thing we can all do to support dolphins and whales every day is don't eat their food, and do our best to not eat foods that pollute their waters. I would encourage anyone not familiar with it to look into the devastating effects of commercial fishing, as well as the pollution and the oceanic dead zones caused by animal agriculture on land as well. And to anyone interested in going vegan, or who has questions, or wants advice in a non-judgmental format, come visit us at Vegan Haven. The volunteers love helping people find new foods and new compassionate ways to eat. All right. So now I'd like to invite our final performer to the stage. Please, everybody, give a giant hand to Audri Cooke.
I'm Audri and I heard the song that I'm now. The first song is called Welcome to Home. And I wrote this for all the whales in captivity. And I wrote it because when I moved to Whidbey Island, I started learning more about the whales in captivity, and it made me more aware of things. So, how whales can bison in West Yellowstone.
Garrett, like, hey, I'm
Not my name. It's about
it was a perfect time.
so much everyone for coming. A few special thanks. Thank you to Michael Brady for they had beautiful shot art, which kind of made it a little bit impressionistic, but hopefully you got to see it. Right. That was done by Amy Baker and Brooke Silver with the help of Tanya Silver and Abigail Baker. Thank you to the Backbone campaign for loaning us their giant inflatable orca. That's it. Thank you so much for coming. We are going to take a group photo. Everyone can stick around for just a moment. Okay. You're all wonderful. Let's all continue to enter the game.